Oh boy, everybody, it has been a little while. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be doing more of the Shadowbringers main story quest here. When we last left off, the Crystarium was under attack, and we need to go assist in the defense of the city. So let's run off and get started right away, yeah? Music is really pressing upon you about how important it is to get to it, and then we just stand here looking around. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Lillian! Wait, that wasn't her voice. I've only just returned from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin-eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored to the darkness. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment, we'll need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In that case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well. I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetheryte Plaza. Alright. Well, that makes it easy to find them at least. Because the plaza's right over here. And then, yeah, if sin-eaters are attacking us, and we've already gotten rid of the light from this area, makes sense that they can only come from the one place that has threatened to take action if we keep removing the light. Somewhere over this way. Wait, what? Oh, I see what. Okay. It is up here, it's just way out of the way down this upper platform area. I have to turn my phone off. Alright, there's anchor number 1. So what's interesting is that I know they're not going to make me fight anything, I don't think. Despite having very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. Well, I mean, it's just flipping a switch. That was the wrong button. That's the button I want. Well, I just cast Deployment Tactics. Which I think ate Eos. Is she still following? She's still following me, actually. And then we just run down this one. She's really back there. I didn't think I was going that fast. Ooh, cutscene.
Traitor sighted! They're coming!
I like when they do the voices themselves. Alright, did our work in getting the barrier up pay off?
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
I wish there was a way to set
That's good news for the Crystarium, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
auto advance for when they talk
Lee and the
themselves.
city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Yeah, so they told you we weren't going to be fighting in the city. We don't even have to go out there. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw is any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. Alright, well the max item level is 409. We're at 403. We could use some repairs. I think we'll be good for one more. I'll just have to remember to repair after after the event's over. So this isn't a dungeon, but very so often they'll do an event like this where we're brought into an area that we've explored before, but they've set up an event in it just for us. What lovely weather, just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste! Crystarium forces are engaging the Sin Eaters at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. Wait, are we playing, that Bandai Namco game? Dynasty Warriors. It's Dynasty Warriors Final Fantasy. Alright, nothing on our map, so it looks like we're just gonna have to look for them. Okay. Looks like it's just gonna be standard ones that we deal with. My heals barely do anything. But since they specifically said we need to try and keep them alive, I'll try and keep them alive. This doesn't look like it's going to be too difficult. I say before they introduce whatever boss it is we're going to be fighting in here. Our little spin we do when we cast Biolysis. And it's only that spell that does it. That guy. little bit. There we go.
Appealing to me.
Still loving the battle music in this expansion. But I am having a little trouble hearing myself when it's going full blast like that. Alright. Man, Alice just books it. Right, Alice is paying attention. Like just killing the smaller dudes and letting them deal with the big guys. Okay. We lost a guy. Technically, we've lost 24 guys. Okay, looks like I'm just on my own over here, getting stomped on. There we go. Alright, let's get rid of some of these guys. Alright. Can we do it? Alright. Me and the gang running for hostile. Yeah, I figured it'd be Thancred since it's the only one not in the group. Oh, I think Disobedience is a new one. At least for us. It's actually kind of cute. Okay, we got a big guy over here. Seeing as how Oriange just soloed one, he should be fine. Horseman Billy is staying with Thancred. Well, catch up then. The party's inability to put two and two together. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. My book is better than yours. Shinier, too. That's how you tell the best books. The shinier they are. Okay. We'll cast poison on everybody. Do-da, do-da. Come on. Please target the guy I haven't hit yet, thank you. I think that was some weird placement of the text of the guys we saved. I thought the bear was saying thank you. Hey. It's ignoring me. Doesn't look like I need to worry too much about actually saving the guards. No, like, counters for how many guards are left. So, get poison on everybody, or biolysis on everybody. There's the big guy. Everybody just sort of digging in on them. This isn't going to take long. Okay. Anytime you see chains appear from the boss to little minions, it means you want to kill the minions. I realize that's probably kind of a given. Oh, that's a lot of AoE. Get out of there, huh? Get in there. Yeah, these sections are a little dull because it's not. There's usually not many consequences to them, and they're pretty easy to get through.
Naught else will suffice.
Low on MP here.
May the 12 guide you.
The stars shall grant us.
Let's give them a show.
I think this is their version of limit breaking here. That was actually a pretty cool effect. But yeah, as you can see, I haven't really taken much in terms of damage. I have, however, lost pretty much all of my M food. And dead. Alright. Oh, Minfilia made it back at some point.
There are so many.
Oh, not Lena. I liked Lena.
Lena, hold on. They turned on me.
Oh, shit. It's the, Sin Eater that likes to make other Sin Eaters.
This one is mine!
Way to go, Thancred. Now you're a Sin Eater. The number of times we've lost Thancred, I'm not 100% sure that we've actually lost Thancred again.
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Run! Run, damn you!
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
Well, still a ghost, Ardbert. Still a ghost.
No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back.
You have a bow. Shoot it.
Help! Help! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy? Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Oh, I'm leading a charge.
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
Nope, okay. Still cutscene. It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyway. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. God knows I am. But if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. I'm guessing nobody else knows about Thancred. Alright, there's somebody behind us. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Does that count as aiding the wounded? Well, there's a quest over here we can turn in too, so I'll do that. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, it's the one all the way up the stairs. Alright. Let's turn that in. And let's change what mini we've got out. Wait, it's below us? There it is. Oh, missed my stop. Alright, we got another Aether Current. So we're just that much closer to being able to fly in this area. If we take a peek, Lakeland. Oh, we still got a lot more to get. We'll get there. Alright, look for a dying person. Oh, they're not dying, they're anguished. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me. I beg you. We met some of those folks early on in the expansion. If you're injured in a particular way against the Sin Eaters, you become a Sin Eater. We're not aiding, we're assisting. I hope that counts. Don't touch me! I killed her! I killed her! She was one of them, I know, but I don't know if we actually aided anybody in this. We just watched one person die, told another person we'd kill him, and then ran into a guy who had to kill somebody he knew. And now we're going to learn about Thancred.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need? Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done.
Does she want to tell us about Thancred, or are we
Don't
just gonna
pretend you're
guess?
not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
It's a weird salute.
I am fine.
We have-
Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to warn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium.
Oh, this guy.
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering, a paradise where man and senator might live in peace and harmony.
Can we go kill him now? Are we strong enough to do that yet?
Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. But it's only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Ooh. I guess that's what they meant by word from on high. Vothr's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred, in particular, sustained quite an injury from that Sin-Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagrix still. Spagrix? What is Spagrix? Hold on. Gotta use the magic of the internets to figure out what Spagrix means. Oh, okay. It's just another word for alchemy. So, that he'd be in the alchemist. Or healer. Please, give them my thanks. I like games where I have to look something up to learn it. Learning something new is always a pleasant surprise. And down we go again. Oh, there's 2 spots. Century mark. Wait, what is this? Oh, I guess wait, what? Search for... Ah, okay. Wrong quest marker. Ah, nuts. Where am I supposed to be going? Stew tomorrow. An unreasonable request. Oh, he's back at the Crystarium. Well, let's teleport back that way. My bad. I think, yeah, he's gonna be this way. Hey, he's still alive somehow. You're here for me? I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taken it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil, but just talk to her, will you? I think that is the spot that's downstairs. Yeah, alright. Oh no, never mind. That's where people sell stuff. Still learning this city. It's a little complicated for me. Don't know why. It just is. No, I was right. It is the place downstairs. I gotta stop doubting myself. Yeah, we'll come down here, and then we can cut over this way. The Trivium. Yeah, it's their little greenhouse area. Okay. Not completely useless. Just doubt myself is all. Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention. Let me gently poke her and resist the urge to make inappropriate comments. Eep! Oh, Lilith, what are you doing here? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. Well, then you'll want to be getting those herbs to the healer. Oh, what have I done? I promised I'd be right back, and yet here I am. I know that I need to be better. I'm only allowed to be a part of this because I'm Minfilia, and I need to be more like her. All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. But you're right. I can still help. if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesamil. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves and very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesamil. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you. I appreciate your help. Oh, great. There we are. Verdant herbs. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. They're going to make me check until I find the right one. This plant has no scent whatsoever. This plant has rigid leaves and smells of fruit. Oh, I'm gonna have to check all of them. Here we go. This plant has soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. Gotta find another one. Alright. There we go. Alright. Found 2. And off we go back to Chesamil. Sorry for the nasally sound. Feeling better, but definitely still a little stuffed up from when I was sick. Just turn this way. And this way. Just make a big old U-turn. Wait. I want this minion. Hopefully it's not something you have to buy, and you can get it eventually. Ah, Minfilia told me you would be bringing the rest. It's Elven Dill. Dill doesn't smell medicinal. Dill smells deliciously tasty, like pickles. Marvelous. With this I can replenish our stores of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose. Though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagarix in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. Oh no. Alright. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? I need to tell him something. For me. Oh, I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see? He was there on the battlefield with me. But only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said is true. If our losses were our just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. We'll tell him, you have my word. Well, I'm glad people aren't being dicks about the fights. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphanod. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest armoro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? Alright. To the Exarch. Yeah, I think I'm a little behind everybody else because this place is deserted. Either that or they're all just playing World of Warcraft Classic. Could go either way. Alright, we will talk to the Crystal Exarch in just a moment. I'm going to take a quick break, refill my water, stretch a little bit. See you in a couple minutes. Alright, let's get back to it. I do not remember the Crystal Exarch's voice at all. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you. Though I confess, I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that? Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret but be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. As will I. Of that I have no doubt, and if ever we shall appear to falter, it will only be because we are fatigued after a battle well fought. I thank you for your kind words. Now, we have plans to make, do we not?
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Okay, good, I did get it in time. Oh, this guy again.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
I hope it's not choppy on your end too, but...
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask.
Some of the
This is our
animations
home
look a
too,
little
and
choppy
we
to
want
me.
nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I still want to know what this guy looks like.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Arm Arang?
Our After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Amareng. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Looks like Amarang is next.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin-Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin-Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Amareng, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Those who don't remember, summoning back the real Menphilia will mean the death of this Menphilia.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do! I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming incarnation. But it all makes sense now.
This guy's dialogue's the best.
Lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Amarang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
Alright, well, this will prove to be interesting. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Alright, off we go. I did have to wait to log in, so I'm going to guess everybody's just at the final area rather than in this area anymore. You know what? Let me go grab the hunts while I'm over here. Turn in what I have and see what I can get with them. Wait, hold on. Can I get to the 3 nut guys? Please stop doing that. Yay! Nut marks. So take the ones, the 2s, and the 3s. And how much we got? We got 20, which is absolutely worthless. But while we're running around and leveling up and all that jazz, if we run into any of those creatures, they'll be marked for us and we can kill them and get the nuts. I like that we're waiting for her here, not with her. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that. There's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Umoran airship coming in to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces to Raktika. Meaning, we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now, Navath Arang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang. And there are 2 routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Soik. Sorry, this is the east one. These names are killing me. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Much easier name. Let's go with that one. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Nabith Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Umorans caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Vothri's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route. Which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Yomorans' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have a chance at reading Nava Tharang unopposed and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. It's a great line. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few Amaro for our journey. I'll leave the rest to you, Infilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. There are too many people in this conversation. Wait, where's Thancred? Okay, he's out in Lakeland somewhere. Alright. Let's carry on. No preference. Alright, let's hop on a mount. We got our crazy bird guy. I'm going to take this route over here. Now I know it feels like we're moving really slow because of how slowly this thing flaps its wings. But I promise you, it's moving faster than if we were walking. Here we are. A little bit of delay in getting off. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Oh, excuse me. Here we go, I like this guy. Just a giant eyeball with wings. And really sharp teeth. Oh look, it's Hugh Jackman. Off so soon, Mistress Durskill. You've barely had time to recover from the battle. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you. Another cutscene.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garrick lie the Hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
I know I mentioned this before, but I do like how they have all these different areas that look kind of familiar compared to the original game settings. This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. You've got a new hat. I didn't fix any of my stuff. At least there's a repairer right down there. We'll detour that way. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing? What, a windmill? Oh, yeah, village. That makes sense. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. Alright. Head down this way. We should be alright. Drop down this way. Yeah, we can get into Garrick without being attacked by anybody. It's a junkmonger. Maybe he's also the repairer? Yeah, okay, cool. Please fix all of the stuff. Thank you. And then just got a new helmet. 409, and our current headgear is 403. Well, let's go ahead and replace that. And then we can update our gear set. Then what does this look like if we actually make it visible? That is ridiculous. I think we'll stick with our hair out. Alright, let's go talk to Zun Zun. Oh boy, alright. You sell? No? No, you are no merchant. But then, why do I know your face? Hmm? Oh, I remember. You spent Vobert gold. Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among moored traders. You're a traveling merchant then? Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course. Anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now, none. So Master Genjen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you must all be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabitharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabitharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free, even. To friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. Seek out a talkative local. You wish to go to Nabitharang? There was a way once. A gondola down from the cliffs. But it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left, and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. Alright, well, we've got a rusty gondola. I would not recommend looking that up on Urban Dictionary. For Nabitharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Umorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gon's words. I like when the narrator gets sassy. As though to say, look, you know that guy's an idiot, but you're gonna write it down anyway. Here we go. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabitharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. You take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. Oh, please don't have any more Mords talk. Ah, Lilin. I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabitharang. The Umoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sightings of Umorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alice's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? So, these are our options. Well, what do you think? Oh. We could try the gondola. Might die, but I'd rather not if it's all the same to you. If it went poorly, we couldn't simply wave our hands and vanish into the aether like Y'shtola. Not that I would recommend it, even if we could. Alright, well, I guess it's the trolley then. The airship is a stupid idea. It does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer some insight. Alright, well, if we end up needing to level up... Oh no, these are all level 70s. Weird. Okay. Well, we can come back for them if we need if we really need the experience. Alright, some new clothes. Oh, valued customer! Were the other Mord of help? Oh, what? They all have to come back. Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs to Nabith Arang. At least... But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when first we asked? Yeah. Yes! The gate, you see. It is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Biren Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. Going from him to her is really hard to do. We're off to Mount Biren then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Probably gonna hop on a mount here. And yeah, it looks like we can just go through this way here. And then up here. So yeah, it does reskin enemies quite a bit. You might recognize these iguanas as the same ones who are outside Yulmore, but red instead of blue. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need follow it until we come to the mines. Okay, they made me stop for that. Hop on a mount, and yes, Fat Chocobo, the best mount. We got some goat type people, or people goat type monsters, and Scary Bird. Where are we headed? Wow, their gnomes are a lot scarier here. Ooh, a little sightseeing thing. Let me do that while I'm here. And then I'll talk to Thancred. Please leave me alone. Alright. Let me kill this coyote. And then I'll take care of the sightseeing thing, and then talk to Thancred. I was out of the way this time. And there we go. And jump. Oh, come on. Alright, let me try one more time. There we go. we got our sightseeing log entry. Alright, let's go talk to Thancred. Looks like this Reaper guy is also on the same quest we are. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught your Orianche's eyes. Meet us there if you find anything. Alright, let's search around. That's an Aether current at least. Not exactly what I was looking for. Something on that trolley cart though. Whee! Ah, stupid gnome. Please target the gnome, thank you. Yeah, seriously. The gnomes here are badass. I've only ever seen the ones with like the little red pointy hats. No facial hair on these guys though. I totally stood in the middle of that one. And one more other one in. Oh, come on! It's not even like they're difficult, they're just troublesome. Three more attacks. There we go. Now let me examine the cart. There we go. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Alright, well, somebody's maintaining it. Probably the miners. Flecks of rust adorn the rowels, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. In this building? Ahaha. Conspicuous cup. The cup is slightly worn, and a fair amount of tea, steeped over long, if the color is any indication, remains within. Yeah, oversteeped tea, never a good thing. Just doesn't taste right then. Looks like we're going to go talk to Orianche, and that there's going to be a cutscene. Ah, Lilin, what hast thou discerned? I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion, ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken. I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Lillian, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. Yes, because going at them with weapons drawn will definitely let them know we come in peace. Ah, I got stuck on that guy. Wasn't expecting that. Suspicious man. Wicked White! Where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here. Of that, I'm sure. Oh, alright. We're gonna fight him. At least it's just a one-on-one fight. Those are super easy. Was definitely not in that AoE. And again. Okay. Wait. Did I actually kill the guy? Didn't want to kill him. Thancred. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours? Do we honestly look like we'd need to steal? What, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, that! I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her until world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. I can only assume you're being intentionally obtuse. But in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain to hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to XIV. We are hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. The trolley? The trolley! Please don't break out in song. You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaf, at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few others to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts sore. Mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you'd like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. And the names of some of these cities are terrible. Let's see here. We're currently wearing 403, and we just got 409. Yeah, those are still crap. 409? Yeah. I love the collar. Check that out. Color is a little meh. But we can dye that later if we decide to keep it for the true endgame content. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though, you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. Oh, you mean the guy I murdered? You think he'll be alright? That's, well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf. Alright. Looks like it'll just be you lot and me then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. Yeah, how do these guys travel freely back and forth without getting eaten? Alright. this way. There's twine, which has its own aetheryte, which would be nice to sync up with. Far enough away. Yes, good. Alright. Damn, that smarts. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I've pointed your over-eager companions in the right direction, and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally, we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Alright, back on our mount, and away we go. Oh, come on, why do they have to be right next to the guy I need to talk to? And I got both of them. Alright, let's go this way. Nope, they're still focused on me. Alright, fine. You know what? Get out here, Quail. Tired of fighting these things on my own. Whenever you want to attack. Great. Just great. Ah, so stupid. Let me see if there's anybody around who can help me out here. In a minute. I've forgotten the command for shouting. Yeah. I was right. What is the thing for location? Alright, forget it. Let's just return to the Crystarium and run back. And hopefully we don't get two of them on us again. Alright, what's the closest way to get there? It's just such a dumb way to die. I don't think I can get there from there. Oh, that's lame. Alright. Get our ferry back, at least. Sorry about this, folks. Wasn't expecting a couple of goats to kill me. Feel a little embarrassed about how often I was making fun of how easy the normal combat is. Guess they showed me. Also didn't help that it kept hitting me with their abilities even though I moved out of the AoE. Definitely still getting some lag with the game, which is unfortunate. Probably has something to do with my internet and trying to stream while playing. Comcast, not the best of internet connections, so probably some of the blame lies there. The rest of it with me. At least we get to listen to some the best song in all of video game history. Chocobo theme. No preference. Oh man, I think we can just go this way. Don't want to get attacked by the iguanas. Alright, well, let's just try to stay in their blind spots. Well, we're back to full health, so I don't need to worry about getting surprised and taken out by some random baddie again. I guarantee they're probably still just hovering around the guy I need to talk to. Just pain in the butt. Doesn't look like I can go that way. So we'll go around this little step, whatever it's called. Wait a moment, I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, all right. Run! Alright, the gibbering coyote. Move this way so I don't also attract more goats. Fight him on this stone here. We're doing about 9% of damage to them. And then our dot's doing the rest of the work. There it is. Alright. Don't think it's worth getting back on our mount since we're gonna have to get right back off again over here. I'd hoped we could just run straight to the town, but no, they're gonna make us do all this little stuff in between. Alright, another fight where we protect Thaf this time. Oh yay, 2 birds. Alright, 2 birds, 1 spell. Let's do this. Well, 1 spell that we cast repeatedly. Keep critting the guy on the left at least. Wrong button again. Why would you not cast that, please? Thank you. Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine, though, so we should make it without further incident. Right, how close are we? Alright, we're pretty much there. I'm not going to bother with the mount again. I like the design of those guys. They're just the right bit of goofy and menacing. Alright, well, I'll talk to you in a second. I see a lookout spot up here, so I'm going to try and get to it. Too far! Alright, one more try. I like that it said you arrived at a vista. You've strayed too far from a vista. Oh, come on. I know I said one more try, but I think I got it this time. Aha. I mean, that's 172,000 experience points. It's not a lot, but every little bit helps. This is it. Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town. Back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only residents that remain are the destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go. Or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging. But I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. Alright. First, I'm going to sync to this thing, so I don't have to do that run again. It's ridiculous. Alright. Let's head inside and meet the man. Okay. I have an idea. Ooh, of course you're going to speak for me. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you? Wicked White, if you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabitha Rang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabitha Rang. Not anymore. Especially not for frail little girls. So give it up. No, we must reach Nabitha Rang. I must. Bah. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabitha Rang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No. I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. I mean, we could have pressed the matter. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. And he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Alright. Upgrading for our pants. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us. But perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take to the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Oriange. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again to making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That at least I can do for her. It's like a weird like ashy effect coming down from the sky. Interesting. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Alright, I get to ask around the town, which I'll do in just a moment. I'm going to take another quick break, refill my water, we'll get right back into it. Alright, see you in just a moment. Alright, let's get back to it. We're talking to Jarek. Oh, there you are! You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble, and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? Ah, I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him to action where our interest has not. But I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. That is creepy, dude. You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is... Magnus? I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it. Though, perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have to look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repairs. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. Yay! More running around the tracks. Well, at least this time, we might not be attacked by things. Oh, open the toolbox next to him. Okay. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant! Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case... well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. We'll give him the wrench. Thank you. This one will do nicely. Now give me one moment and... Alright, we'll try one of the stupid answers next time. There. Oh, never mind, there is no next time. Oh wait, I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. I guarantee we're gonna have to fight something somewhere along the way. Ooh, an aether current though. Be sure to sync with that. Or attune. There's a lot of a delay still. Me hitting things and actually doing them. Okay, I think that's just a player. Yeah. See their name above their head when you get closer. Another cutscene. You set down the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know. As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days. But if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. A bulky saw, a heavy hammer, a rough file. Let's give him the hammer. You have an interesting sense of humor. Now, can I have the proper tool this time? It's not funny, so I don't know why they give us those options. Thought they were going to have some sort of comedic bit. Yes, a wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now, unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Nabith Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Nabith brought the Mistal engineers who specialized in Taloth here to the hills. And wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Ulmor. And now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nest on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited for confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Can you go and do my work for me? Yes, we can go do your work for you, Jarek. Okay, it looks like you can fall if you go between the tracks. So I'm going to avoid doing that. I like that there's this tiny little nest. There's going to be some big vulture that we got to fight. Okay, not that big. I was expecting one of those big bird things that we fought down below. Definitely out of the way. That's dead anyway. Is there more than one? Oh god, there's 3 of them. Alright, the next one's over here. Wait a minute. Okay, you can't actually cross the tracks there. So maybe they don't let you fall. Still not going to test it here near the an area where you can walk, just because it would be just my luck that they let you fall there. more down. One more to go. Hit and he should be dead. Okay. Let's hop on a mount and head on back to Jarek. Looks like that tunnel goes somewhere too. Well, we'll check it out later. Let's keep on the path and get through as fast as we can. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted, and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley. Damn it, and those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed. Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was all going well. For a time. Wicked White! Vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Yeah, Magnus's wife is dead. Or she's the main Sin Eater. The White Warden. That's what I was looking for. Nah, she's just dead. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different. But, well, here we are. Jarek gave me pants. 406 versus 409. Starting to fill up on our inventory space here. Have to take care of that at some point. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I could show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. Thanks, Jarek. Maybe the Talos would be nice to see. Oh, Oriange already found it. Truly, a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require a naught to put a few modest repairs and a suffusion of aether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I've performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is a host to a network of veins through which aether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that just from a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well then. To bridge these fissures requires the material highly conducive to aether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Derbitage. Debitage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable for our needs. It's the rock-face guys that I was talking about. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Midphilia attend to me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of aether into Talos, and thus would I ask you provide 3 stones of the Debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Alright, let's go kill some things. And we'll get our Chocobo friend to help us out. I like the way it just flicks its wrist at us. Go away! The animation is just ridiculous. Alright, there's one. Just about done with 2. And we'll do one more. There's one. That says there's one. Even closer. Ugh. I guess physically that's the most leverage you're going to get when you just have like your hands from the wrist up out of the ground. Interesting, all of the quests in this area also level 70. It'd be hard to level up if I need to do so. Thancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the Debitage? You know it. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Minfilia's return. From end to end, the path by which Aether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. But they require a sufficient endowment. It's, not moving. Strange. The core refuses to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core Aether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome? Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. All right. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Slowly climbing up. The experience tree. Ooh, a new weapon. Yeah, might as well just keep doing these so we can get the gear. Right then, the Talos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient aetherial conductivity. But it and the other materials used in the construction of the Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thaf or someone else. Back to the tavern, then. Hear about Magnus's wife. Magnus, who is gone. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... As we rudely interrupt you. What? God's damn it, Jarek. You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. Friends are gathered. Now tell us about Magnus's dead wife. Such a weird part of this story.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her.
Dang.
To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be another Sin Eater attack.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
The grave.
What? Oh, you again.
I was pretty close
How
with
many
him.
times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. Don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skurli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough.
I like how he went from drunkard to
No
sober
bottle is.
super fast.
Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Thafe, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you, near all of the veins were tapped dry years ago. Though, I suppose, if you really wanted to try, you may find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthjon and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Lilin, I think it best Thancred joined thee in this search. Though he wouldst be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil, and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Alright, so I've got to find Thancred. Which is hard to do when there's so many of these quest markers. Somewhere in this area. Is he up? I bet he's up. Dang it, he's not up. He might be in the tavern. Nope, there he is. Off to somewhere, are you? At last, a lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. Can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Oh, come on. Alright, well, we hit the wall. Oh man, we got quite a ways to get to the level we need to as well. Well, let's equip the new weapon that we got. Well, we can go ahead and run a couple of dungeons here, get some levels going. Let's see here. Hey, healers in need, and it'll give us some bonus XP as well. And we can hop in right away. What dungeon did we get? Oh, wow. So this is a dungeon from, I want to say, the very first game? No, this was, yeah, first game right before the first expansion. I had to do this in order to, yeah, they made this as one of the patches for the newest, this first expansion came out. Not sure what this guy's doing, running around. Taking some of these guys out. call it, dude. You're the one running this show. So these guys. Mini bosses. Remember the boss. The boss is an interesting fight. I think this guy. Yeah, he flies up in the air, gets these tanks, and you gotta push them away, which will also blow them up. And their AoE area is rather large. Great, I'm the only one left alive. Now I am dead. Alright. Hopefully somebody else remembers this fight better than me, because obviously I don't remember it that well. I thought we had to knock the things out of the way. But it didn't seem like that was doing anything. As long as they don't start the fight before the healer gets there. Don't need to worry about them leaving me behind. Alright, I keep trying to use actions I don't actually know yet. They sink you down to the level you should have been when you first got this dungeon. And in the case of this, it is level 1. Or level 50, not 1. Why am I having so much trouble targeting this guy? where you wanna... where the tanks aren't. Really good. Alt Q is Indomitability, which restores a massive amount of hit points to everybody. Instead, my only option for a team heal is Sucker, which the cure potency of 20. Wait, how many? Okay, I'm not full on Poetics yet. Man, my connection is struggling. Agreed on both of these. Pretty sure. Never mind. I was wrong. Sorry for the annoying alarm bell sounds. Not really much I can do about it though. I'm not sure, but I don't think we need to fight this guy. Annoying. Again, very clearly out of its range. Again, absolutely not in the way. Alright, there we go. Alarm is off. Now this guy is super annoying. He keeps splitting the combat area in two, with a bunch of fire. Out of it. Yeah, so gotta pick a side and stay out of its way. Guys, I could use some help here, please. That was close. Why did you run through it? Really annoying because it does the fire thing while the creatures show up. Oh, Jesus. Alright. 5 there. 1. 5 here. All 5 me. 2. Sorry, I'm just calling out my hotkeys. Basically, I was just moving to heal people as fast as possible. There we go. More stuff that I don't need. Yeah, this guy does on these pools here. A little bit aggressive. Oh crap. Hit the wrong button. Hit the... Ah! Spam out the heals. Alright. I'm a little bit proud of myself for how quickly we came back from that. think after this it's the boss? Yeah. Alright. So this boss is going to control these two dragons. And one is fire related, one is ice related. I think that's the two. And then Midgard Swimmer here is who we are trying to kill. Even though he is already a ghost. He's a ghost dragon. A lot of this is dodging AoEs. Again, I wasn't in there. Oh boy. Definitely something up with my connection. So it's clearly out of the range, and it's still putting me out there. So I need to kill this guy. He's got the things that will protect us from these things. Correctly, if I wasn't. Again, getting the thing that was out of the way. Unbelievable. Alright, at least we got a red mage who can revive him. Do red mages no longer have a means to revive the healer? So apparently it's only at higher levels that they can revive you. Apologizing to the party for dying as the healer in the middle of the boss fight. Yeah, this way. I was planning to go for a little while longer tonight, but my connection's this bad. Might just call it after this dungeon. Okay. Actually, it looks like a whole bunch of people are lagging, so it's not just my connection. Yeah, everybody is also stating that they are lagging. So it might be something with the server. But we'll try to struggle through. So you might see this boss a few more times here. Because either they're just trying to make me feel better, which I appreciate if they are, or we're all just having really bad connection issues. We can do this. Just gonna do it the moment I see the stuff come up. I'm not gonna try and get another attack in, or anything like that. Damage output's a little on the low side too. It's not aiding us. I didn't get out there in time. Holy crap, man. This lag is really something else right now. Over here. We got the one dragon down. Button. I wasted all my heals. Oh my goodness, this friggin' lag. Targeting that guy. I was right about this guy being ice. The other one was thunder, though. Oh boy, I'm gonna get him a bunch of stuff here. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh my goodness, I've cast the same friggin' spell on this guy 3 times and it only just registered. This is the worst I've seen the lag in this game. I don't understand why. It's probably the least amount of connections I've seen for the game since the expansion came out. There we go. Holy crap. Alright, so that gave us 3 million experience points and a bonus 175,000 because we were the healer. And I don't care about any of that stuff, so I'm gonna hop out. Oh boy. Yeah, let me consider something here. Gonna see if it's endemic to the whole game, or just to me in that last dungeon there. If it's not just me. Oh, what's the last thing I got? Dancing Plague, the Quintana Revel. I don't remember anything about this fight at all. Oh, okay. No, I'm remembering now. This was in the tree area. I don't remember the name though. It was where it's where like the Aztec theme thing was. Alright. It looks like lag is really bad for everybody at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead, call it a night here. Sorry for calling it early. But I don't want you to have to watch me just struggle with things over and over again. I'll try to hop on, level up to level 77 prior to Monday, and we'll get back to it on Monday, and be able to advance the storyline. Thank you all. Have a good night, and enjoy the weekend. And actually, since we're here, who's online right now that we can raid? Oh, nobody I know. So that doesn't look like anybody I partner with is on, so we'll just call it a night. Thank you, and see you on Sunday, where I'll probably be playing some more League of Legends Teamfight Tactics. Alright, good night.